Morning, Internet. I am Bobcat. I'm on tour from New York, across the lower 48. This is month 22. I've been on the road steadily since March of 2023. I play almost every night in different places across the states. Currently, I am in the Texas Triangle. The Texas Triangle includes, if you look at a map, you see San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Houston, and everything in between. This is the only safe place in Texas I know of. And what I mean safe is in not completely uncivilized and, just on all fronts bad. There's actually a scene out this way. I was shocked. I mean, I knew about it because I read about it, but there is a music scene out this way, and I was delighted to participate in that scene this weekend. Big shout out to my friends Josh and the Dirty Rags, who are on tour from Ontario. They've been doing this longer than me. They've been going since April of 2022, which is 11 months longer than me. So, and over the last 2 days, I've had the opportunity to hang out with them, get to know them, and I have real respect for what they're doing. Musically, they got their shit together. It's a two-piece, it's a husband and wife duo. They're like very, they speak French, it's their native language, and it's kind of hard to understand their English. But, and some of their songs are sung in French, and I'm digging it. I'm really digging hanging out with these guys and listening to their sound. Everyone, I want for you to go check out Josh and the Dirty Rags. They're a folk punk band. They're kind of similar to me, especially Josh. We kind of came up in the same scene. He's a little bit younger than me, and we got a lot of the same friends from that neck of the woods. We were friends with Bloodshot Bill, Hypnophonics, Gutter Demons, Lab Rats, Alley Dukes. All these bands I've gotten to know who've come out to New York. Gunsmoke, I think he knows Gunsmoke from Ottawa. But all these bands that have come out to New York, and my band, the Arkhams, has worked extensively with. Arkham's probably worked most extensively with the Hypnophonics. But, we've done, the last big New York gig that we played was with, second to last, because we played with the Meteors. But that was in March of 2023. That was the day I left for tour. Lab Rats. And that was a joy and a half to play with Lab Rats. Charlie from the Lab Rats he's a hilarious dude. And, Lily, softball, your car is a mess. I know. That's because I live in it and I haven't gotten a chance to clean it today. But I know it's a mess. But either way, I've had a joy getting to know this band, Josh and the Dirty Rags. They're from Quebec, Montreal, and they're in Texas. They're heading west. I'm heading east, but a little bit to the north. So a bunch of my gigs, leave him alone. Who said leave him alone? Don't leave me alone. Nevada. Greg is that guy. Looks just fine to me. Nevada, not Sigma. Okay, I don't care what anyone is. Alpha, Sigma, Beta, Gemini, whatever you are. Whatever you are, I thank you for joining this live chat on this cold Monday morning in Texas. So we're going to get some snow tonight. I'm going to be flyering for my show on Friday in College Station and Bryan. And I'm probably going to also do a little bit of flyering in Houston tomorrow. And I'm just, I don't like having any days off on tour. Certainly not if I have to contemplate getting a hotel room. Yes, I know. I burp because I'm drinking coffee. I do not like having to pay for hotel rooms on tour under any circumstances, but I might have to. So go check out my Reverb profile so you can buy a guitar with my Reverb. That's the only way I can justify that, is if I put a guitar up for sale, or 2, or 10. No, in all seriousness, I'm not attached to my possessions like some people are. Who's that? The band Garden. Yo, it's the Garden. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, I remember meeting you. So, yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do to afford this week. You know, and I'm learning Texas is not my town, not my neck of the woods yet. I know it could be, and that's why I'm giving it another chance. There's enough good in East Texas. And I've gotten to experience that firsthand. I've gotten to experience, and I learned in Texas. I mean, I do okay in Lubbock because I'm a Buddy Holly impersonator. Are you excited for the festival? Yes, I am. Which festival? So there's enough good in East Texas for 1 week, but not 2. And definitely not 3. Could be wrong. But I'm coming back at the end of April, early May. Hitting up my old haunts. I'm any place I've worked with that was decent enough. Coming back to any band that was fun to work with the first time, I'm going to work with again. Primarily, so since I got to the Texas Triangle, happy holidays. Oh, George, what's going on, dude? Putting one. Dude, sign me up for the California Wildfire Charity and that. I'll play any festival for that. You know me. I want to be part of the community. I want to chip in. I want to do my part. So I don't know what holiday it is. Oh yeah, it's Martin Luther King Day. That's extraordinarily big day. But that's what it is, and so I misgauged, and I thought Texas was free of snow. It is not. It's 30 degrees today. It's going to go lower tonight. I'm indoctrinating, getting a hotel room just so I can, you know, go live for the next 2-3 days. And this will be interesting. You know what? I'm going to do some shopping for hotels today. I'm going to go to the printer, print up some flyers for... Now I got a show Thursday. I got a show Friday. I got a show Saturday and Sunday. And then I'm off for the next 4 days. I don't like any days off. I don't like even 1 day off. Oh, you're a city worker now. I tried to email... Oh, email me at bobcatofficialmusic1. That's number 1 at gmail.com. I will get it and I will respond. You're a city worker now, George. That's awesome. What branch of the city? Like you sanitation? You I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a real job when I'm back in New York. Probably gonna end the tour around Thanksgiving time and concentrate all my efforts locally, you know, local to Long Island, New York City, take a real job, not driving cabs, Parks and Recreation. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, let me know. I'll, you know, but make sure, George, this goes out to you. If you're in New York, Saturday, March 29th, I am at Otto's Shrunken Head. Love to see you there. The 22nd, I'm on Long Island. March 22nd, I'm on Long Island at Foley's Pub. I'm going to be with my very good friends, Clovis Curfew, who I've had the pleasure to meet while on the road. Oh, hell yeah, George. Yeah, check out my bands in town. Just go to the bands of town, look at Bobcat, and you'll find me. So, yeah, the 22nd, I'm with my friends Clovis Curfew at Foley's Bar in Smithtown. Then I'm doing like a week in New England. I might do an up a Jersey date. I gotta call my good friend Ox, Glenn Ox from Ghost Note Brewing. Glenn Ox, I've known him for probably close to 25 years now. So I gotta call him this week about setting up a show at the end of March at Ghost Note Brewing. Love this coffee. Secret sauce. Is that the leprechaun? I don't know. Did you escape? No, just getting out of the Austin area. Although I will be back in Austin. I like it here, and I will figure out a way to get booked in hipster Austin. I must find a way to get booked in hipster Austin. Not, my Carousel Salon is great for a Wednesday night, but not a Saturday, not Friday, Saturday night. Friday, Saturday night, I won't be playing in front of hipsters in Austin, either on Firth Street or 6th Street or some place where people actually give a shit. Or not. Just find a paying gig, and they don't give a shit. Like so many breweries around. I'm learning the key to the brewery is ignore the people that don't give a shit. Just act like everybody loves you. What am I doing? I had you trapped. Trapped where? No one could trap me. I'm a completely mobile creature. So, that's my goal, is get into hipster Austin and get into a brewery for the other day of the weekend. I messaged 602 Brewery. I'm going to just start messaging all breweries around here, because I got a feeling that it's just outside of my grasp of what I need to do to get booked in the good places for the weekends. And then find good places for weekends, because that's what I do. I find very acceptable gigs for weeknights in most markets. Once I poke around and find what's good, it's like Amarillo, I found 806 Lounge, and I get weeknights there. I know they're not great for weekends, but they are great for weeknights. Same thing with like the Ritchie and Planet Marfa. I know that for a weekend it would be kind of light, but 2 weeknights consecutively in Marfa, Texas, Alpine, Texas, they're right next to each other. So of course, that's good. I'll do those 2 any weeknights, because it's solid. Rob said hi. Oh, which Rob? Oh, Rob Battaglia. That Rob. Man, tell him I say hi. The 3 of us were a crew. Remember Saturday mornings at Ollie's in like 2010, 2011? And then in 2012 when I was a dispatcher? Man, those were the days. Although I'll tell you, I missed out on a lot, because I would always make sure, if I knew Rob was working, and I would like do everything in my power to get to bed early Friday night, so I can make money those Saturday mornings. Then Saturday mornings, and then Saturday nights I had gigs, and I would just stretch myself. That's how I did it, and I was dumb in my 20s. I tried to make everything work. I tried to make a music career and driving cabs. I'm kind of glad that year of my life is over. George, I'm sure you're glad that year of your life is over. It's a dark time. It's not a great place to be at. Back when I was driving cabs, I was over 300 pounds. I was not in the best mental state. Now, I jog 3 miles a day. I gave up all sugars, all breads. Chris moved back to Elmont. Oh, hell yeah. If you see him Send him my deepest regards. Man, he was the best manager in a camp I ever saw. But him and Chris Calamia, those two were the best managers in camp. And Steve, who came in after. I'm now 100%. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, Kebs do that to you. I was going that way. I think you were in the same boat as me. Just like, taxis in New York, it's a busy market, but the taxis in New York, it's not great. And I'm so glad, that company, I did what I did with that company, and it's great because the new people there in charge, I'm shoveling right now. Yeah, hey, I'd love to shovel. I want a physical labor job. I do not want a sedentary job. In fact, I will not take a sedentary job because of where I was with cabs. With taxis, it's got to be shoveling. It's got to be, warehouse work at the very minimum, although I'd prefer to be outside. I'm a dude in my 40s. I'm 195 pounds. I have more muscle than I ever had before. There's nothing I can't do. So, my life is going to change. I'm going to guess in 2026. So this year I'm on the road. I have gigs almost every month. I got like anchor gigs. So in January, I already had my best gig in January, and that was Tortuga Brewing in Liberal, Kansas. Believe it or not, I have some pools. Oh! Colt Lightning, yes! What's going on, my friend? Colt Lightning, everyone. He's from the Oregon coast and the Portland scene. Me, him, and It and I killed it in Portland last month. Portland and the surrounding areas. Eugene. We had a really good time. And once again, I really want to say thank you for sending your friends, your people out to my gig. Surf is shaping up. Oh, yeah. But yes, thank you so much for sending your friends out to my gig in, where the hell was I? Lockhart, Texas. And I'll be back there on May 3rd. So, anyone in Lockhart, Texas, Lonesome Dave Fisher is out of town. Trash and Dirty Rags is going to be somewhere different. So I'm going to be reaching out to local musical acts in Lockhart. You're going in March. You playing Load Off Fannies? Please tell us you are. Load Off Fannies is a very solid place. Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon is great. If you can get into Load Off Fannies, I'll give you the contacts there. They are solid. So, get in there. Get to Load Off Fannies. That place is awesome. Just message them on Instagram or email them from their website. Toby has South by Southwest gigs. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. That's where I want to get on. So South by, I'm a few years from that. No way they'll book me, but you're on it? Oh! That's what I like to hear. On South by Southwest. Man, I'm so happy for you. So, what the hell? So I did not do my desk work. I gotta have solid weeks where I'm filling in every day before giving more than 1 week to an area. And same thing can be said about my next month in Florida. I have so many days off. In Florida, I'm thinking Florida, February, that's the best possible time. Nothing official. Any other bands that want to play the event? Yeah, I know a few bands in Texas. Reach out to my friend Hellbilly Playboy. He just started a new job, but he's a good dude. Henhouse Stranglers are my favorite psychobilly band in Texas. You will like them a lot. They're funny as hell. I recommend Lonesome Dave Fisher. He's like an acoustic traditional rockabilly guy, but he's good. I recommend Tara New. That's Tarah New. They're pretty solid, man. Tara New and the crew. They're like old country, a little bit more serious of a tone than I'm used to, but pretty cool people. Let me see, who else have I played with in Texas who I recommend? Oh, in College Station, strongly recommend reaching out to Trash Demon. They are an absolute pleasure to work with. Fun people. I'm playing with them on Friday night at the 101 in Bryan College Station. Really good people to work with. Burton Myers, he's opening the show. Let me think, there's a few other people who are on this who I like. Yeah, Texas I know has good local acts, like solid local acts. I haven't gotten to play with them because I can't get into the venues that they play at, but it's only a matter of learning. Welcome to Caldwell, Texas. Caldwell. So yeah, that's how things are going. Oh, how was Carousel? Carousel was decent. Now, here's the best thing about Carousel. If you get in there on a Wednesday night or an off night, or if you can't find anything better, great. It's not in hipster Austin, so I'm not that big on it. I'm not like... Now, I'm booked there again for April 30th. And the band Garden said, do you care to email me soon? Send you a flyer, the bands, the events. Yes. Send your email to me, or send me an email, and I'll get right on it. But yeah, I'll make sure to get you an email. So, like, my feeling about the Carousel, it's very open, It's probably the best I'm going to get on a Wednesday night in Austin, Texas, as a fairly unknown act with no established draw and can't do anything better. That being said, I'm not, Carousel Lounge is one of these, I like them enough, but I would never give them a Friday, Saturday night without a guarantee. Or without being on a bill with a band who draws much better than me, which is pretty much every band in Austin. Or a band that I just like, like they don't have to draw. I like it because I don't draw, so I need to work with other bands. I don't think it went through. All right, what is your email? I'll send you an email right now. I don't see anything yet. Social, maybe? Not on social. Promotions. Nothing on promotions. Let's see if it's spam. Let's see. No, I don't see anything, but Hang on, let me see. I love doing this on a YouTube stream. So yeah, that's oh, did it? Could be wrong. What's your email? I'll search for your email. So yeah, the next 3 days. So yesterday I had nothing, but yesterday I went out to a few shows and I enjoyed them. There was an acoustic performer at Load Off Fanny's. I thought they were very good, kind of serious, more of a somber tone of the guy who played yesterday at Load Off Fanny's. So he was a cool guy, and music was pretty enjoyable. So what can I say? That was yesterday evening, and then yesterday evening I got to hang out with Josh from Dirty Reg, who I like a lot. They got, it's a two-piece. So Josh plays 5-string banjo. Pretty sure it's G tuning from what I heard, and suitcase drums, where he has, there's like a hole cut in the middle of the suitcase, and it's got room for a drum head, like a snare head, which I kind of like, when I break my cajon, because I hit it hard, I go hard. Yes, I did check out that music store. Are you talking about Sunflower Music? They are cool as shit. Change the name, Band Garden Official. So, I like that place, Sunflower Music. They got a lot of quirky guitars. They got a lot of like old K's, Kawai. They got some cool acoustics there that I liked. They got some decent electrics. They had an old Hofner there. The pickups are kind of like Hylotrons. A little bit more grease. If you know me and my pickup choices, I like, yes, they are. And the chick working there is also really cool. So, like, if you know me, I like Hylotrons. I like low output single coil pickups so I can use them through a bunch of pedals. Help you with your pedal board. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're talking about Sunflower Music. That guy knows his pedals. He's got some cool pedals in stock. Taylor, Texas, I checked out that music store. They weren't as personable to me in Taylor. Lockhart, they were very, very personable, very cool, very chill people. I will definitely be going back there. Yeah, pedal boards are cool because as I learn, I'm just like, because you got to remember, almost the entire stretch of the Arkhams, I used little to no pedals. I remember 06, I was like, yeah, I don't want pedals. I just want, those Vox amp tones, kind of overdriven, which back then I was using tube amps. And you can only get one pub on campus. Check out the pub on campuses. I don't know what that is. So, like, in the Arkhams, I was, going for, like, those Vox tones, Beatles, man, I love the early Beatles records. And with tube amps, you only get... There's a little venue on the college. I'll have to remember that. That guy in the movies got the stuff. Oh, cool. So, like... early Arkhams, I was using a Gretsch, which is, not easy on my hands because I need a wider fretboard, fatter neck, But the tone of those Gretschens, I didn't know how to set it up with the treble bleed cap. The treble bleed, it plays to the pedals. And then, I remember like 2008, I got myself a Tube Screamer Plus. And I liked the Plus side. Tube Screamer Turbo, I'm sorry, with the 4 modes. I really like that Plus because it's bassy and less gainy than a Tube Screamer. And I got a good sound out of it. I remember that was probably the only time I liked something that said Tube Screamer or was a Tube Screamer circuit. Every other time I'd play a Tube Screamer-ish guitar, I'd always be like, not guitar, pedal. The bad guy in movies, I forgot the title. What? So, like, that was the only Tube Screamer I was like, yeah, this is cool. I can enjoy playing through this. I had a Tube Screamer in high school, and I was like, this ain't no good overdrive sound. Back then, I didn't know how to dial in an overdrive sound. Hell, even, I'd say up until about maybe 2-3 years ago, I didn't know how to dial in overdrive because the Texas Brazos trend. But now I'm really, I like the EHX Hot Wax because of the clean blend and because the hot tube section on that is awesome. I also like the Boss OD3 because it's kind of flat. It gives a little bit of a wallop in the bass, but there's also this treble end. Hard to dial out, especially without the clean blend. And I also like Noble's ODR1. That's a great pedal for me. I like there's some other gain pedals that I like. I had Timmy for a while. I like that. I was able to dial in at good tones. Just too much of the same. I had to sell. Amps and pedals. I also like those. I like this Crazy Tube Circuits Killer V. But I got the tube amp. Not the tube amp. I don't use tube amps. I use solid states now. I use my Quilter Superblock 25 US. It's got tweed sound, and that's my one-man band sound because it's, the tweeds peak in those lower mids and they carry a lot of weight to the tone. Plus, if it's too weighty, like if I'm in the Arkhams and I'm working with another guitar player particularly, I dial in the I go to the 61 setting on that. You're back, George. I go to the 61 setting and it thins out the tone considerably, but it also smooths it out. Like, I wish my perfect Superblock amp. Jonah Lynn, goodbye, take care, sir. You too. So my, Superblock US or UK, I really wish I had the tweed, definitely the best setting. The AC30 non-top boost on the Superblock UK, which is the best for any band I'm in. Because it's still like gnarly, it still gets the, again, those Beatlesque, early Beatles clean tones. Think of like the sound you hear on, maybe not Hard Day's Night because that's a 12-string, but the Beatles for Sale album tone. I really like that. It's just like, it's got a good presence, or their first album tone with the Duo Jet. Again, Dual Jet has Dynasonics, Tennessee Rose, or the Tennessee and the George is using on the Beatles for Sale at Hylotrons. That's what that Hofner sounded like. It sounded like Hylotrons a tiny bit beefier. Oh, we're doing Come Together as one of the songs. Cool. I like Come Together. I feel like, Abbey Road is not my favorite Beatles album. It's got cool songs on it, but much more into the early albums. I like Help a lot. I like Rubber Soul. I like the 65 albums, and I like the 63, 64, like tunes, like one-off. But the albums, other than Hard Day's Night, which I also have my gripes with on that album. Like, first album was kind of tame, but had really good moments on it. I had the second album, you know, with the Beatles, I thought had more highlights, but more trite moments. Like, Until There Was You, I could do without. Devil in Her Heart, I could do without. Little Child, the lyrics, I could do without. But I like the song. I like the chords on that. You know, then Hard Day's Night had, you know, overall the best songs. Although that album should have closed with Slow Down, or I Call Your Name as song 2 or 3. Because those two would have made decent. Slow Down's their strongest cover. Oh, you're in Texas. Yes, I am in Texas right now. I'm driving through, like, the Brazos Valley, and I'm going to be in College Station in about 15 minutes. The second album has those first 4 songs. They're just perfect. And those singles around those albums are just perfect too. I Want to Hold Your Hand, She Loves You, all the B-sides, Please, From Me to You. You know, albums are perfect. Revolver I also really like. Sgt. Pepper, you know, I went through the stage where absolutely, I would love for you to cover my song. Any song of mine that you want to cover, just email me. I'll send you all the chords, and like I'll do a guitar tutorial of whatever song you want. So yeah, I would love that if you cover my song. So yeah, this is my drive. I'm gonna have to do this once a day at least for the next, you know, couple of days until I start getting gigs. Brazos County, Texas, 21. All right, I am in College Station. Terry, oh, absolutely. I'll do a tutorial. If I can get into someplace warm, I will do a guitar tutorial of Tear You Down. And again, send me your email and I'll send you my, I will send you my, you know, a YouTube video of Tear You Down. I would love that. Tear You Down. Tear You Down. So, hey, anytime. Yeah, that's, you know. See, I kind of wrote that on a whim in 2022. And it was just like with me. I was like, I knew I had to release that as a single. And I released it as a single, but then I didn't really have dynamics for it yet. You know, every song has its, you know, has its shape. Watching a Justin Ostrander video is like, yeah, every song's got a shape. You need to see the stage that we're setting up. Oh, hell yeah. Let me know. But yeah, send me your email. And I'll be glad to send that to you. So like 2023, I remember putting that out at the end of June. And it kind of went nowhere as a song. But, you know, I'm like, it's a song, it's good enough. And I thought, you know what? I will record this as a one. But then you're ready to hear this one. After I recorded it as a one-man band and put it out earlier last year. So I think I put that song out in March. Yeah, it was definitely like March 22nd. Yeah, March 22nd. I remember that date for some reason. I then, when I started playing it at shows more often, which it makes sense. It's one of my most psychobilly sounding songs, and even though I'm not, what you hear from me is not actual psychobilly. You can hear that to what the Meteors do, what even the goddamn Gallows do. It's much less psychobilly, or like Quakes. It's probably closest to the Quakes because they got a heavy 60s influence. I have a heavy 60s influence on my stuff. The 60s always outshines any psychobilly or rockabilly. I feel like energy-wise, it's very psychobilly. Very, very. So like, I'm always excited when I'm on shows with other psychobilly bands because I know that's my closest thing. That's my closest genre of music. There's one thing. It's psychobilly. It's not rockabilly. I played Viva Las Vegas and I bombed that festival. First of all, I bombed that festival because I asked Big Sandy if he's a human being or not. And he gave me this death stare like, yeah, go F yourself. Plus I feel like oil and water in that scene, in the rockabilly scene, where the psychobilly scene, which is much more, I feel like the rockabilly scene, the average age is 60, and I get along with them just fine. It's oil and water compared to, say, the psychobilly scene, where the average age is 40. It's much more punk-friendly, much higher energy. Again, when I saw the Henhouse Stranglers, they were my favorite psychobilly band in Texas. And when I saw them, I was like, oh, this is so my friend Hillbilly Playboy, he wasn't up to doing the show. He started a new job, and his body wasn't agreeing with him because he was waking up super early. So, would you post on my? Absolutely, I'll post that poster on my YouTube. I'll post up every day between now and the festival. In fact, you send me the poster via email, bobcatofficialmusic1@gmail.com. And I will gladly post that poster up every day between now and the festival. So, like, once I started realizing that, because normally I like opening my sets with either Smoke and Mirrors on the less psychobilly shows, but it's fun because I go, well. Right? So that's me messing with the crowd. I was like, are we at Black Sparrow Music Parlor or Black Sparrow Funeral Home? And then people get a chuckle. So, alright, I'll be at the Planet Fitness in 15 minutes. Go take care of my health, and then try to go live before the big freeze comes. So, like, I go, and then, let's just do the show. But rhythmic wise, it's not really a psychobilly song. It's got the rhythm of the early psychedelic rock. Think 66, The Seeds, Electric Prunes, a lot of those, like, Moby Grape, or like early Jefferson Airplane, before they got all soft and just like soft in the head psychedelic, when they were hard edge psychedelic, like on that album. On the album with Somebody You Love and White Rabbit, Surrealistic Pillow. That is much edgier and much harder than everything that came after. Even their hits, you even hear it, Somebody You Love or White Rabbit. It's much edgier. Or the Doors' first album, before it got soft and jammy psychedelic, it was gnarly psychedelic. So that's, I go for that Farfisa sound, I guess. Then the second playing Questioning My Sanity second. Now, Questioning My Sanity is much slower in tempo. And I'm like, yeah, the energy kind of wanes on that. The song's kind of long. It's soulful, but it doesn't move. Where Tear You Down moves. Turtle is another psychobilly song. You know, rhythmic-wise. Like you get the feeling of, you know, that psychobilly, that punk psychobilly impression. It's still got more rhythm to it. Turtle's got the Bo Diddley beat. It's actually based on my favorite rhythm guitar part on any album, any song, is the Live at the BBC, Beatles Live at the BBC version of I Want to Be Your Man from BBC One. That song, I mean, it's got George's 12 string. So it was probably done in the same breath as like I Call Your Name, You Can't Do That. Like that pre-Hard Day's Night jangle, which again is much edgier than the Hard Day's Night jangle. The Hard Day's Night is, you know, still jangly and, you know, edgy enough. But when you hear a song like, you know, when you hear a song like I Call Your Name, that's significantly gnarlier than they Should Have Known Better, which is a great song. Just the level, you know, I Call Your Name is way more punk rock. Also, the band The Boys covered that, an early, you know, punk band. They're actually punk rock meets the Beatles before me. I think they actually may have coined that term first. I'm not sure, but it's plausible. So, you know, the songs like that. And You Can't Do That is probably the gnarliest song on Hard Day's Night. Gnarliest and like edgy. Like rock and roll edge. Where, so their version of I Want to Be Your Man on With the Beatles is good. Nothing bad about it. I like it. I'll listen to it. It's all 2 minutes. But the version of I Want to Be Your Man on Live to BBC, that's the best version of that. You hear that rhythm guitar part. You hear John's rhythm guitar, and it's awesome. It's a Bo Diddley beat against a 2/4 beat. And when I heard that, there's only one song out there that has that, and that's I Want to Be Your Man. You know, the drums go boom. Where the drums don't indicate the Bo Diddley beat, but the rhythm guitar does. And George is playing these tasty fills on the 12 string that I kind of mimic on my guitar. I'm trying to do all, you know, all four of them. I'm doing the drums, bass, because the bass on that song is unbelievably rudimentary on both I Want to Be Your Man and Turtle. It's just root, fifth, bop, 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 you know. And then you know, melody-wise, too. It's very... My song goes, Turtle ain't nothing but a snake in a fancy shell. He ain't good for nothing but freedom he will sell. 3 years down the drain because I had to get away. If you don't feed the turtle, there's going to be hell to pay. Right? Which is very, you know, I want to be your lover, baby. I want to be your man. I want to be your lover, baby. I want to be your man. Tell me that you love me, baby. Tell me you understand. You know, lyrics don't matter. You know, that song is rock and roll. So, like, you know, my song is about a chapter of my life where I had a business partner with the cab company. And basically, I also have a song called Predatory Partner, which is about kind of the same thing. Predatory Partner, it's on the second album. It's kind of slow and fleshed out. The chords on it I'm happy with. If I do it again, it'll be in a fast 2/4 manner. But overall, my song Predatory Partner is like, predatory partner, always looking round, separate when you need them. It's too slow for rock and roll. It is rock and roll, but I kind of rushed that song recorded too. I wasn't, at the time I was like, yeah, this is cool. I can rock with this song. But now I'm like, it needs to be a little bit gnarly. It needs to be a little bit rock and roll. And I'll redo it eventually. But in the meantime, that's the version, and you ever have a song where you're just like, this goes out to the musicians in the crowd. You ever have a song where you're just not happy with your overall, you think you're happy with it, and then it kind of like, yeah, I could have done better. I could have done way better. That's how I feel about a song like Predatory Partner. But Turtle, I'm fairly happy with I just re-recorded the song. Casual Friday, Zero Musician. Send me your link to your work. I'll check it out. And if you're in not New York, if you're in the U.S., the continental U.S., let me know. I'll put together a show with you guys on it. So, yeah, the Quick Trip Coffee in Texas is second to none. That's with a Q. QT or Quick Trip. Ska. Oh, yes. Ska. I love working with ska bands. Send me your work. I'll check you out when I'm done with the live stream. Man, I am very excited if it's a ska band. I've not played a single show with another ska band in the last, I'd say, 10 years. And Tri-State Conspiracy, which is, like ska adjacent. That was the last time I played a show with the ska band. Shout out to my friends Tri-State. Oh yeah. So, still too hot. This coffee stays hot. This mug is really good. Thank you, Andy Avina, for giving me this mug at your party. And I'm playing another Andy Avina party on Sunday, April 6th. That's in, the suburbs of Toledo, Ohio, with my very good friend, Uncle Mountie. Uncle Mountie and I just played out a song. It's not our best. I don't think it's either of our best songs. It's called One Crazy Day. We might flesh it out. Who knows? But we put that out, and then 2 weeks later I put out Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. And Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards is probably the best representation of my work, what you will actually hear and see at a show. Plus, it's something, if you know me, you know I've been saying that to people for years. Whether it be via a prank phone call, whether it be, telling a toll booth collector on the Jersey Turnpike on the way to a show, whether it be me raising my hand in high school class, you have definitely heard me tell you to not walk down the stairs backwards. Or whether it be like me at a party late at night and just start laughing about it to myself. But either way, yeah, that was, finally wrote a song called Don't Walk Down the Stairs Backwards. Which I find great. Something stupid that I think is great. Go. And if you guys were at Arkham shows in 08, 09 when we were at our height. One of the best moments of Arkham shows. One of the best times because our drummer being a ventriloquist. And, hi everybody. My name is Not the Idiot Goldheart. I'm going to sing you a song about something stupid that I think is great. But go. I just found that to be like the greatest moment because people loved that. Okay. So yeah, I can tell I'm in civilization. I'm passing a CVS, a Marshalls. I gotta get some more cold weather gear. And a Heb, H-E-B, best supermarket ever. That isn't like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or Sprouts. Those three, Trader Joe's isn't expensive, but the other two are. And H-E-B, they have the store brand roast beef that is as good or better than the Whole Foods roast beef. And it's grass fed. Cannot do wrong with that. Okay, and it got above freezing. It's 33 degrees. Now's my time to go on a 3-mile jog. Lift some weights. Not be fat. Hard to do in this day and age, but you gotta do it. You either get to that point and you start saying, oh man, I gotta make some changes in my life, or you don't make those changes, you lead an unhealthy life, you're miserable, every aspect of your life kind of goes down, you know. And you got to remember, I lived that life for about a decade, maybe a little more, a little less, plus minus a decade. I was always heavy, but never fat until, so I took that second COVID vaccine. That's when I realized, like, yeah, I am not just heavy, I am fat. I was 400 pounds and miserable in life. But now, you know, after making some changes, I'm a little under 200 pounds. It's like 195 pounds. Still have a little bit to go. But overall, I feel like as long as I can stay comfortable, and as long as I just eat what I eat every day on tour, and that is in the morning 4 eggs and black coffee, nothing in it. After my workout, I get gas at this Valero station. After my workout, I have a pound to a pound and a half of roast beef. I have some kind of cruciferous vegetable, whether it be arugula, broccoli sprouts, microgreens, cabbage, and you know, like apple cider vinegar, mustard, hot sauce, black pepper, garlic, nothing else. And you know what they say, like somebody who drank heavily in their life, they can never drink again. Like, I know guys who had drinking problems and then they go out to a party and they just abstain completely from drinking. Now, I never drank. I was never into that because I feel like I'm crazy enough sober that why do I need anything to change that? You know what I mean? Why do I need anything to change that? I'm crazy in natural ways. I don't need anything to push me over that edge. But hey, my poison was sugary foods. And what I mean sugary foods, I don't mean just sugar. Because sugar was actually a small part of it. It was dairy. And I gave up dairy about 10 years ago when I realized it affected my breathing. Then, more recently, in December 2022, I was like, I gotta do all sugar, all bread, all rice, all pasta. It's all bad. All potatoes. It's all bad. And I have noticed a change in my life since giving up those foods in a positive way. So here I am, and tour is going good. Anyway, I'm about to fuel up, refill the coffee, and go get a workout. Guys, peace.